For my research project, I did the effects of caffeine on the human body. Before beginning my research, I had some previous knowledge on caffeine. I already knew caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant and can be found in things like coffee, tea, chocolate, energy drinks, soda, ice cream, pain relievers, cereal, and more. I learned caffeine is the most commonly consumed psychoactive drug. The chart on the right just shows the different amounts of caffeine in commonly consumed drinks. Effects on different parts of the human body. Once caffeine reaches your brain, the first effect it has on your body is a feeling of alertness. Too much caffeine or going through caffeine withdrawal can result in headaches. Caffeine consumption should be avoided when trying to get pregnant and during pregnancy, as it can cause infertility issues and miscarriages. Caffeine also leads to temporary high blood pressure and the jitters. Caffeine consumption prevents calcium absorption in your bones, making it a lot easier to break your bones as you get older. Lastly, heartburn and irritability are also negative effects of caffeine. Here are two more pictures showing the information I just described with the part of the body it affects labeled. Caffeine and how it affects your senses. Caffeine consumption also impacts your 5 senses. During my research, I found that a study was conducted to investigate the correlation between caffeine consumption and tear secretion using the Schirmer-1 test. The results showed a positive correlation, meaning tear secretion significantly increased, specifically 45 minutes after consuming caffeine. I came across another study that was done to look at how caffeine intake can affect visual and audio reaction times. Results of this study show that increasing amounts of caffeine actually cause a decrease in visual and audio reaction times. Sleep quality. Consuming too much caffeine can result in cardiovascular, cognitive, and nervous disturbances during sleep. In my research, I found that studies support the idea that there is a positive correlation between caffeine consumption and sleep problems such as anxiety and intermittent sleep. Positive effects of caffeine consumption. Caffeine consumption can also have positive effects on the human body. It can improve speed and power, length of training, and assist in resisting fatigue in athletes. In my research, I came across a study that used Navy SEALs to test how moderate doses of caffeine can reduce the effects of sleep deprivation. Results of this study show that caffeine consumption improved the Navy SEALs' performance and mood when consumed in moderate doses. They found that 200 milligrams can be beneficial in improving cognitive function after experiencing sleep deprivation and exposure to other stressors. These are two pictures that show the effects and common symptoms of sleep deprivation. Olympics. Because caffeine can also cause so many enhancements in athletic performance, the Olympic Committee has debated whether or not they should test athletes' caffeine levels in order to be allowed to compete or play in their sport. More of what I learned. Most participants of a study I found while doing my research admitted that they don't normally consume their energy or caffeinated drinks with meals. Usually they just have the caffeine and no food to help digest it. People's consumption of caffeinated and energy drinks increases more in times of stress, such as finals week or turning in major projects. In the studies done, results also showed that women drink more energy drinks than men do. I also learned that the half-life of caffeine, or time it takes for caffeine to actually leave your body's system, is 4 hours. After completing my research. After completing my research, there were still a few things that I wanted to find out more about. One of them being if there's actually an amount of caffeine that is considered more beneficial than harmful when consumed. My friends and I are big coffee and tea drinkers, but after doing my research project, I do think it'd be beneficial for all of us if we reduced that amount. I'd like to investigate more about how long the feeling of alertness can last, depending on the amount of caffeine is consumed. I still want to find out more about the specifics of how caffeine affects your different parts of your body.